And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we're going to play GeoDetective World, 5,000 plus hand-picked and tested locations. Do not move, it says, by a game created by a little Eileen. I saw this on the popular maps. We have not played this before, but this is right up my alley. I love these types of games. Hopefully this will be a good one. With 5,000 plus locations, it looks like this could be a series of games that I'll play. The entire world, it says 195 plus countries. Only HT and orientation, compass, verified locations, balanced countries, lots of scenic, funny, or unique locations and landmarks included. So we will give this a like. We will play this game as a 2-minute no-move challenge the first time around. And the play-along link will be in the description below. So, as I play a lot of these 2-minute no-move games, we will be coming up into the new year, 2022. With that, I'm going to have a lot of untimed rounds. I'm going to have a lot of quick-hitting 10-minute no-move, no-pan, no-zoom games, and all that stuff is going to be coming in the new year. A lot more games to come. So, stay tuned to that. For this, we'll get into the GeoDetective World. And we've got a castle. What could look like Ireland with the trees and stuff like this, but I don't think it is. I think it's more maybe Portugal. Yeah, okay, so here's Museo, so the Iberian Peninsula, Iberico. So we got Portugal and a Spanish flag. Bragança. So we are Portugal. Rua. Wow, pretty cool location though. Bragança. Okay, so we're going to look at Bragança. And let's go into Portugal. And see. There we are, Bragança. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's probably blah, 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 blah. Not McDonald's. Okay, Castelo de Bragança. Okay, Military Museum. Let's see, this is a... no, this is a photosphere. Okay, so we're looking east. So... Can't really tell. Doesn't look like... We're lined up too well. If this is it, hopefully there's not another castle. Let's just take a look. So it's winter time. There's clothes there. The sun's that way. So maybe this is fairly close to being accurate. I think I'm going to go probably right here. I think that's a good enough spot for it. Hopefully we get close. And we were close enough. 5,000 points, 42 yards. There we go. So we'll get off to the next round. A good first round here on GeoDetective World. And, okay, so Nordkapp, Hammerfest. So is this Norway? Yes, N for Norway. I think that's what that is. Got a church there. What time is it? 10:15. Okay. Big leaves. There's a flag. Okay, Finland. Okay, so this is interesting. Kutilan, Finland. Scandic. Okay. Hammerfest, Nordkapp, Norway. Okay, so let's go up here. Okay, here's Hammerfest. That's looking... I'm going to guess that we're probably in here somewhere. I'm guessing we're in Norway, so we're going to be Norway. Maybe we're over here. Okay, let's get an orientation of the water. This is a photosphere, though. North. It could be down here, though, in this area, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we were Hammerfest. Maybe. All right, so okay, probably some clues there that I missed out on. 4,807 points. I'll take that. 43 miles, but okay, so maybe I should be looking at that. Anyway, we'll come back to that one. Malta, maybe. Yeah. So this is Malta. The airline of the Maltese Islands is Air Malta. So are we? But are we in Malta? We could be somewhere else. These people know where they are. Here's another Maltese. It's a football team, maybe. Some sport team. That's tough when you have kids on a plane. Been there, done that. That's tough. So I will say it's not tough. It's fun, but it can be, a little chaotic to say the least. If you got kids, young kids or babies on a plane. So this thing here says the airline of Maltese Islands. So let's just go to Malta. I'm wasting too much time on just looking around. When in fact I know where we are. We're in Malta. Now the problem is, I'm not sure. Malta International Airport. I'm going to guess that we're here. Okay, so I mean, this is probably just a good a guess as any. And we're just going to do that. And there we are. So, oh my gosh, 296 yards. So we missed a point, 4,999 points because we were on the wrong side of. Okay, so it was closer. So it was at Malta Airport. It's probably, yeah. So that's a little bit of an error on my part, I guess. Dropping it right there in what seems to be a grass, probably embankment or something there. So nonetheless. Lose a point for doing that. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Looks like the Terminator. Football stadium. Montenegro says right here, wireless Montenegro. So there we are. Some interesting statues. Okay. Ziraat Bank. There's the Montenegrin flag. Market Dusan. So we're Dusan. Okay. Dusan at a football ground, I would presume, or some type of stadium for sport. Sport. So we get into Montenegro, and Dusan. Is that it? I don't know. Okay, could Dusan be... I'll drop it there for a second. Let's take a look again. 30 seconds. Not enough time. I guess this is a good enough, largest city. I would guess that this could be it, but might not be. 2 seconds, I guess we'll just find out that, yeah, okay. So we should have looked at Stadion Pod Goricom near the Velder Pub. Goodfellas Pizzeria and Grill. So very actually nice city. The President's Pub, actually in the football ground. So that's where we were. Bolivar Ivana Hrovica. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but 629 yards, not too bad. We'll get off to the next round and see where this takes us. And we're in a football stadium, and it looks like, without me having to move, that, knowing I'm from a CONCACAF region, and this is Costa Rica. So probably the national stadium in San Jose, Costa Rica. I can see the logo. A lot of females in the crowd, which is always a good thing. Trump issues. Oh my gosh, Trump issues. Call 1-800-Pura Vida, land of peace and freedom. So there we are. So that's pretty interesting there. Let me just confirm that, yes, it is the national stadium. I also wonder, too, the way that this is designed, if this is not one of the stadiums that was built by the Chinese. I know that the National Stadium of the Bahamas was built by China as a gift from the Chinese government, and it looks very similar. If you look at the National Stadium in the Bahamas, it's like seats 12,000, which I don't know that they would ever sell that out. This also looks kind of like the stadium in some other countries that where the Chinese built. Lusaka, Zambia, I think, is another one. But yeah, Costa Rica, the National Stadium, es para todos. And I think the United States plays them again in World Cup qualifying, which continues, which is crazy. If you're interested in football and you're watching this, the United States plays at Canada in the middle of dead of winter in January outside. I think it's in Hamilton, Ontario. But nonetheless, I'm wasting way too much time on this, talking about different things that they don't need to talk about, and we'll just drop it right in the middle. But yeah, there we are. 5,000 points at the Costa Rican National Stadium. But yeah, so and the other thing is the United States has 2 matches coming up in January, World Cup qualifying in Minnesota, outside Allianz Field. Look it up. I think that is El Salvador. And then the other one, I want to say the other game is in another cold weather city. It could be Columbus. Maybe it is Columbus, where they're playing Honduras, or vice versa, Honduras and El Salvador. In January, you're going to have snow. It could be minus 15 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is, but cold. So, yeah, pretty crazy. Nonetheless, enough of that. Let's see what we got. 24,804 for the first try of GeoDetective. Really like GeoDetective World. Really like this game. We'll be playing this several times. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. For those that want to stay around for the game breakdown, here we go. For those that are leaving, thanks for tuning in and thanks for playing, as always. So a little Eileen. This is a great game. Hopefully you will continue. 5,000 is a lot, over 5,000, but hopefully this will continue. Because this is fun. I feel like, at least for me, there's a lot more exploration, more things that people can see and visit. As a result of this, there's more clues for the game. But we are here at Museo Ibérico de Mascara y do Traje in Portugal. So this right here, if I just looked at it like this, it looked like we could be in the United Kingdom or Ireland or Scotland. But I think it's this style of here just didn't look like that. I've seen some Portuguese rounds, maybe even the cobblestones or the stones look a little different too. But the clues were right. Clues were all over. So I'm not even sure. For me, this is a little easy. I don't know about you, but the second round is the one I really wanted to look at. So these game breakdowns, I mean, I think it's pretty, for I guess a lot of players, probably a little easier of a game. But this one, Finland, obviously coming across the border into Norway. The clue here was, another clue was the Norwegian flag here on this Aker Solutions Volkswagen van. But it says Hammerfest Nordkapp. So I guess what I've learned from this, because this is something that I just learned, Hammerfest is the first town. So the first town should be the clue that's where you are. I just thought Hammerfest Nordkapp might be a town together or like side by side or something like that. So 204, I was not thinking. That's what happens when quick rounds happen. But after realizing what town it was, that the first town is the town it should be. So I guess I learned that for the next time. Hopefully you got that one right. The third round, we went off to Malta. Pretty straightforward again with the planes there. Malta Airport, you should get that one. Fourth round, kind of the same thing. If you know your flags, it does say Welcome Montenegro on that one. I guess building, where was it? It's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. It says wireless. That wasn't welcome. It was wireless Montenegro, so that's a good clue there. The other clue was the flag here. If you know your flags, you know that that's Montenegro. It looks like some stuff here, but you really couldn't tell. Actually, what's interesting here, it looks like a Turkish flag. So maybe you could have gotten... Is this Turkish? No, it's just on this house over here, this apartment. So, yeah. So, Montenegro on that one. Picture by Rajko Radovic. And the fifth and final round, went off to Costa Rica. Again, straightforward for me on this. This is as easy as it gets for me. Knowing Costa Rica from years and years of playing the United States in football, or soccer as we say. She doesn't look too happy to be there, neither this lady here. They look like they're having a good time. I always like looking at crowds and see what goes on. A lot of eating, a lot of camera, taking pictures. Yeah, so this is a pretty good one. Always an interesting sign here with Sky. So, yeah, so that's it. With that said, thanks for tuning in. As always, if you like this, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Want to get to 1,000 subscribers, inching our way there, but hopefully get there soon. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.